Good morning, children. Today we are moving to a new chapter in chemistry, chapter number 6 Physical and Chemical Changes. In last year itself, that is in 6th standard, you have learnt a chapter that is the changes around us. In that chapter, you saw the reversible and irreversible changes. So, first, what is the meaning of change? Change means when a substance shows some differences in its physical or chemical properties, we tell that as a change. What is the meaning of physical and chemical properties? Physical properties we have learnt in last year itself, like appearance, luster, size, shape, texture, color. They are called as your physical properties. Chemical properties means it involves the chemical reactions. So when a substance is showing some changes in the properties, then we can tell that there has occurred a change in the substance. Yes, so now consider the examples. Sugar solution, curd is prepared from milk, stretching of rubber band. So, how do you prepare a sugar solution? You take water in a bowl, put sugar into it, and mix it well so that the solution is ready. Right? So, there occurs a change in the property. So, you're going to mix two different substances and bring a new product. That is actually a change. Right? Curd from milk. Milk is different, curd is different. How do we obtain curd from milk? Your mother will pour 2 spoons of the curd to the milk in the previous night, and in the next morning curd will be prepared with the help of the lactobacillus. Right? So there again occurs a change in the substances. There occurs a difference. The third example is stretching of rubber band. We know that rubber has the property of expansion and contraction. You can stretch it as well as bring back again to its original position. Isn't it? So in these three examples which we considered also, there occurs a change. About this changes only we are going to learn in this chapter, whether it is a physical change or a chemical change. In the last year, we learnt about the reversible and irreversible changes. Reversible change means any change which happened can again come back to its original form. Example is rubber band, stretching of rubber band. I stretch a rubber band and again I can reverse it to its original shape. So that is a reversible change. Irreversible change means the changes happened once it happened means that's all. It cannot be reversed back to its original position. Right? Curd prepared from milk. Once curd is prepared, I cannot bring back to the milk state. Yes, so the reversible process is not possible in this example. So it is a irreversible change. Apart from these two classifications as reversible and irreversible change, we can again classify the changes based on their properties as physical changes and chemical changes. So as the name tells, physical changes means it is going to be related to its physical properties. Chemical changes means the changes happen to a substance with respect to the chemical properties. Right? So what are the physical properties we have already learned? That is the appearance, luster, texture, hardness, color, size, shape, state of matter. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gases. So if any change has happened with respect to the physical properties like shape, size, color, state, appearance, texture and hardness, then such a change will be called by the name as physical change. Understood? Now, chemical changes means there occurs a change in the chemical properties. How do we know that there is which is the chemical property for a substance? It means that there occurs a chemical reaction. When we keep copper rod in the air for a long time, it forms rust. So that is a chemical reaction. Right? So whenever the substances are undergoing changes in its chemical properties by involving the chemical reactions, if there occurs a reaction with respect to air, water, fire, acid, bases, yes, so then such a change will be chemical changes. Next, any physical change is a temporary one only. It can be reversed back. Okay, so always keep in your mind that the physical changes are reversible. It is a temporary change only. It can be reversed back to its original state. Whereas the chemical change, once formed, it is a permanent change. It cannot be reversed back. Okay, then in a we are now seeing the differences between the physical change and chemical change. Only then you can proceed further. So in a physical change, no new substances is formed. If a new substance is formed, then the change cannot be a temporary one. Can you understand? If a substance is or new, which is different from the original substance is formed, that is a new substance is formed in the case, then the change is not a temporary one, it is a permanent one. Right? So that is why in a chemical change, new substances are formed. Example, what did we see? We saw the rusting of copper or iron rod. So rust formation is a new substance and I cannot reverse back to its original state. So that is why I meant the chemical changes as a permanent change and it is a irreversible one because of the formation of new substances during the reaction. Yes, so examples for physical changes can be freezing of water. Water is in the liquid state. When it is being freezed, it forms ice cubes. So it becomes a solid one. So there occurs a change in the state of matter. Liquid to solid. Clear? So here no new substance is formed. Its original property, that is water and the ice cubes, are having the same composition. There is no new substance formed and it is a reversible change. So that is then so I can tell it as a physical change. Next, boiling of water. When you boil water, vapors are formed. Right? Vaporization occurs. So liquid to vapor. Vapor is a gas. Liquid to gaseous state. Again it is a change in the state of matter. So it is a physical change and no new substance is formed here. Because it has the same, whether it is a gas, that is the vapor, or the liquid water, its composition is one and the same. Composition means its components or the molecules present in the substance. Okay, melting of wax. Wax, when it is in the solid state or once it has been melted into a liquid also, its composition will remain the same. There is no place for the formation of a new substance here in the case of a physical change. Understood? This is a very important one, that there is no new substances formed. The same product will be reformed into another one based on the physical properties. Otherwise, there is no new substance formed here in case of a physical change. Now look at this chemical change examples. Rusting of iron. Iron is a different material. Rust is a different substance. So there occurs a difference in the composition because of the formation of a new substance, that is rust. Digestion of food. When we eat the food, it's a different one, and after all the process of digestion happening, the waste which comes out is of a different substance. right? Burning of coal. Coal which we use for burning has a different composition, and once it is burnt completely, the leftover ashes has a different composition. So there occurs a new substance formation in these examples. So that is why I call them as the chemical changes. Understood, children? So today we saw about what is a change, what are the physical and chemical changes, differentiation, how to identify a change happened in a substance as physical or chemical. By keeping these points in mind, we have to identify. So the rest we can continue in the next class, children. If you have any doubt, call me. Thank you, children.